Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the International Visiting Lecture today with Dr. Lexmi as a professor, Master Business Administration. And for the topic today is digital nomad and remote work culture, a new era of global business talent. Yeah, and for today's session is being live streamed on the Universitas Techcom YouTube channel. And now I will read our agenda this afternoon. First, we will start class presentation delivered by Dr. Lexmi and continue with the Q&A session. In the next session, we have time for documentation unless time is closing. Okay, let's begin. We will start class presentation delivered by Dr. Lexmi. The time is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Am I audible? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Very good evening, good morning to you, one and all present here. We are living through one of the greatest shifts in the history of work. The office is no longer a building. It's wherever your laptop and Wi-Fi can take you. And at the heart of that change is the digital nomad and the rise of remote work culture. Today, I want to take you on a journey across continents, co working spaces, time zones, and mindsets. We will explore how work is no longer a place you go, but something you do from anywhere. In this session, we are going to see an introduction about the digital nomad, trends, driving forces of digital nomads and remote work, workforce behavior shifts, opportunities and benefits, challenges, impact on business strategy and organizational culture, and the last part is the future hybrid work and the global citizenship. Let's start with a term you have probably heard more and more lately: digital nomad. A digital nomad is someone who's you, who uses technology to work remotely while traveling or living in different locations, often across the world. They are not tied to a single office, a single city, or even a single country. Instead, they build their career from coffee shops in Paris, beach towns in Bali, or co working spaces in Mexico City. Let's break it down a little further. Digital nomads typically work online, that is, as a freelancer, remote employee, or entrepreneur. They used to travel regularly or settle for months at a time in different countries. Use technique tools to stay connected with laptops, Wi Fi, or cloud software. And most importantly, they are part of a global movement of remote workers who are redefining what normal work looks like. It's not just a trend, it's a lifestyle shift. But behind every digital nomad and remote worker is something essential, that is, a strong remote work culture. Whether you are working from a beach, a city, or your living room, culture still matters, even if we are not in the same room. So, what does healthy remote work culture look like? Here are a few key elements. The first one is regular check ins. We might not bump into each other at the water cooler, but we can connect through video calls, one-on-ones, and team stand-ups, staying human even over Zooms. Keep teams aligned. The second one is the transparent communication. That is when we are not in the same office. Clarity becomes everything. Sharing goals, progress, and even struggles helps build trust and accountability. Then the third element here is collaborative tools. Remote teams run on Slack, Zoom, Trello, Notion, and similar platforms. These are not just tools, they are the virtual offices where collaboration happens. Another element is the work-life balance. Without clear boundaries, remote work can lead to burnout. Healthy cultures encourage breaks, respect of hours, and promote mental well-being. And the last one is the recognition and feedback. Just because we are apart doesn't mean we should work in silence. Celebrate wins. Give regular feedback and let people know their contributions matters, even from thousands of miles away. Now let's see the types of digital nomads. Not all digital nomads are the same. In fact, there are several distinct types, each with their own rhythm, lifestyle, and professional focus. Let's explore the 7 main types of digital nomads shaping the future of work and life. The first one is full-time travelers. These are the classic digital nomads constantly on the move. You will find them hopping from city to city every few weeks or months. They are often freelancers, YouTubers, travel bloggers, or remote developers. Their lifestyle is minimal and mobile. They used to carry light luggage, fast travel, and a hunger for the next destination. Think of them as the modern day explorers with laptops instead of maps. The second one is slow mats. Slow plus nomads. Slow mats. Unlike the fast paced travelers, slow mats prefer to stay longer, often 1 to 6 months in each place. Why? For deeper cultural immersion, routine, and balance. You will find remote employees, consultants, and startup founders in this group. They might rent apartments or set up few home bases around the world. This style is less about checking places off a list and more about living like a local. The next one is the seasonal nomads. Next, we have those who chase the seasons. Seasonal nomads might spend their winters walking from a beach in Thailand and their summers back home. It is a blended lifestyle that offers adventure without giving up the comfort of a home base. Many teachers, freelance, freelancers, and creative professionals fall into this category. It's a smart way to combine stability and variety. Then the fourth one is van lifers. Van lifers is also called as road nomads. They used to forget flights and air travelers. Van lifers hit the road by van, car, or bikes. These nomads explore their own country or region at their own pace. It is a life of self sufficiency, often close to nature and appealing to creatives, YouTubers, and remote tech workers. Their lifestyle is not just mobile, it's off the grid. Coming to the fifth one, home based nomads. Here is a growing category of people who work remotely from home for most of the year but take extended vacations. These remote employees or side hustlers travel for weeks or months while staying connected. They love the freedom to explore, but they also value the familiarity of their own space. You could say they are stationary, dreamers with a travel bag. Then the sixth one is the luxury nomads. Not all nomads are backpackers. Luxury nomads prefer five-star hotels, strong Wi-Fi, and high-end experiences. They are often CEOs, consultants, or crypto entrepreneurs. They travel in style with curated itineraries and premium comforts. For them, location independence doesn't mean sacrificing quality. It's work from anywhere with a personal concurrence. Then the last one, digital families. Yes, families are becoming digital nomads too. These are couples with kids traveling together while homeschooling or world schooling. Their pace is slower and their choices are more intentional. That is, education focused, safe, and family friendly. They are often remote entrepreneurs, authors, or digital consultants, providing that the nomadic life is not just for solo adventures. They are raising the next generation of global citizens. So these are the 6 types of digital nomads. Now let's see the common digital nomad jobs. Some of the most common digital nomad jobs roles that make location independence possible. The first one is web developing and coding. So web development and coding, it starts with one of the most in demand skills globally. Digital nomads who work in coding often take on roles like full stack developer, app developer, or website builder. All they need is a laptop, internet connection, and a GitHub account, and they are set. If you are fluent in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or Python, and you have the passport to work from anywhere. Next up is the designers. Whether it's creating logos, social media, visuals, websites, or entire brand system, graphic and UX or UI designers are essential to modern business. Many work freelancers or on contract with agencies, all while enjoying a flexible lifestyle. Their canvas is digital and the world is their studio. The third one, writing, blogging, and copywriting. Writing remains one of the most flexible and transportable jobs. Digital nomads work as bloggers, content writers, copywriters, and even ghostwriters. Some run their own blogs and earn through affiliate marketing. Others write for publications, startups, or content agencies. Words travel just as well as people do. Then the fourth one is the marketing and SEO jobs. Digital marketing is another popular field for nomads. These professionals manage email campaigns, ad strategy, SEO optimization, and more, often as remote consultant or freelancer. They track analytics, test keywords, and boost brand visibility, all while enjoying location freedom. If you know how to get a product found online, you are in high demand. Then the fifth one is social media management. Then there are those who run the digital friendlies, social media managers. They plan posts, engage with followers, and manage brand image across platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. It's creative, fast-paced, and perfect for someone who loves both content and community. Here, all you need is a phone or a laptop with Wi-Fi connection. The sixth one is online teaching and tutoring. Education has gone global, and digital nomads are teaching from everywhere. Whether it's teaching English online, tutoring maths, or offering specialized courses through platforms like Teachable or Skillshare. Educators can now reach students from any time zone. Knowledge is portable and highly valuable. Another one is a virtual assistants. Virtual assistants support business by handling tasks like scheduling, email management, research, and customer service. It's an entry-friendly field. And many digital nomads build entire careers offering remote support to entrepreneurs, executives, and teams worldwide. It's like being someone's right hand without needing to be in the same. Another one is e-commerce and dropship. Entrepreneurial nomads often run online stores using platforms like Shopify or Etsy. Some use drop shipping, meaning they sell products without holding inventory. It's all about automation, digital marketing, and supply chain coordination done remotely. This job turns digital skills into passive income streams. Next one is coaching, consulting, and course creation. Many digital nomads build their business around coaching on or consult. They might offer career coaching, business mentoring, or wellness consulting by video calls. Some also create digital courses that generate income even while they sleep. Their knowledge becomes a product and their laptop becomes a classroom. As you can see, the world of digital nomads job is incredibly diverse. Whether you are a technical, creative, analytical, or entrepreneurial, there is a path for you. The core ingredient is a digital skill set and the willingness to adapt. Because in today's world, work doesn't need a desk, it just needs a signal. Next, let's see what makes a great nomad destination. Of course, the first one is the reliable internet, Wi-Fi. No matter how beautiful the scenery, if the internet is slow or unreliable, work becomes frustrating or even impossible. Great nomad hubs offer fast, stable internet, whether in apartments, cafes, or co-working spaces. For most nomads, connectivity is non-negotiable. The second one is affordable cost of living. A great destination doesn't need to be cheap, but it should offer value. Places like Bali, Mexico City, and Hisban are popular because they balance quality of life with reasonable prices for rent, food, transport, and other activities. It's getting more for your money and freeing up resources to explore, grow, and enjoy life. The third one is welcoming community. Being a nomad can get lonely. That's why destination with strong expat or remote work communities stand out. Great cities offer meetups, co-working spaces, digital nomad groups, networking events. So these communities turn strangers into collaborators and sometimes lifelong friends. The fourth one is safety and stability. Safety matters. Digital nomads often carry tech gear, travel alone, and move frequently. Top destinations provide low crime rates, political stability, respect for travelers and foreigners. A great destination helps you feel secure so you can focus on work and experience. The fifth one is visa accessibility. Let's be honest, paperwork matters. More and more countries now offer digital nomad visas, allowing you to stay legally for extended periods. Portugal, Estonia, and Thailand are just a few examples. They have clear, flexible visa options, make a place not just attractive but practical. The sixth one is lifestyle and environment. Whether you are into surfing, hiking, city life, or history, the right environment fuels your creativity and well being. Great destinations match your personal vibe and interest. They offer nature or nightlife, culture or calm, cafes or co working. In short, the best places energizes you, not drain you. Last but not the least is the time zone compatibility. If you work for a company or clients in a specific time zone, you will want to consider overlap. Great number hubs often sit in time zones that make it easy to collaborate with teams across the US, Europe, or Asia without staying up all night. The best destination is not just a pretty backdrop. It's a place that supports your work, wellness, and personal growth. Why people choose this lifestyle? The first and foremost one is the freedom and flexibility. The digital nomad lifestyle is about freedom. The freedom to work when you want, the freedom to work where you want, and the freedom to live life on your own terms. Instead of asking for time off, digital nomads build schedules that work around their lives, not the other way around. They don't just work to live, they design a lifestyle that blends work, travel, and personal growth. The second one is explore the world while earning. For many, the dream used to be to retire early and travel. But digital nomads ask, why wait? They are earning income while exploring cities, cultures, and landscapes all over the world without passing their career. Imagine having a morning video call with your team and an evening walk through the streets. It's not a vacation, it's a lifestyle. The third one is escape the tradition. That is the 9 to 5 structure. Let's face it, not everyone thrives in a cubicle or under fluorescent lights. Digital nomads are rejecting the one size fits all model of the traditional 9 to 5 timing. Instead, they are choosing autonomy to work when they are most productive from environments that inspire creativity and calm. This lifestyle is built around flow, not a rigid clock in or clock out mentality. The fourth one is live in lower cost countries and earn in strong currencies. Here is a practical reason: geo arbitrage. Many digital nomads live in affordable countries while continuing to earn in strong currencies like the US dollar, euro, or pound. This allows them to maximize their income, save more, and enjoy a higher quality of life without compromising their careers. They are financially smart, globally minded, and lifestyle driven. Then the last one, cultural exposure and personal growth. Finally, and perhaps the most importantly, growth. Digital nomads immerse themselves in new cultures, languages, and perspectives. They learn how to adapt, how to connect, and how to think beyond borders. The lifestyle builds resilience, open mindedness, and independence. It's not just about what you go, it's about who you become along the way. So, in conclusion, people choose the digital nomad lifestyle for freedom, for adventure, for growth, and for the ability to rewrite the rules of how and where we live and work. It's not just a job on the road, it's a mindset, a movement, a modern way of living. First, let's see the tools of the trade. Communication tools. Staying connected with clients, teams, or collaborators is crucial, especially when you are on opposite side of the group. Zoom and Google Meet are staples for video calls, virtual meetings, and webinars. Stock is the digital water cooler, perfect for real-time messaging, file sharing, and team updates. These tools keep conversations flowing no matter where you are calling from, whether it is a co working space in Bali or a cafe in Berlin. The second one is project management. Remote work demands structure, and that's where project management tools comes in. Trello. Trello helps with visual task tracking using boards and cards. Asana makes project timelines and responsibilities crystal clear. Notion is the all-in-one workspace, perfect for docs, wikis, planning, and databases. These platforms turn charts into clarity, helping digital nomads stay aligned and accountable. The third one is finance and banking. When you are working internationally, managing money across currencies and countries is non-negotiable. Wise, formerly TransferWise, is excellent for low-fee international transfers. PayPal. It remains a popular option for the freelance payments and global transaction. Revolut. It offers multi-currency accounts and smart budgeting, great for travelers. These tools make sure your income moves as freely as you do. The fourth one is travel and housing. Nomads don't just work, they move often. Air Travels. It offers flexible short and long term rentals in cities worldwide. Hostel World is ideal for budget travelers or solo adventurers looking to meet others. And the third one is the Nomad List Help. Nomad List helps you find the best place to live and work remotely based on cost, Wi Fi speed, and community. Finding your next home or destination is just a few taps away. The fifth one is Wi Fi and productivity tools. It is the lifeblood of the digital nomad lifestyle. Wi Fi. Speedtest.net quickly tells you if the connection is good enough to work or if you need to relocate before your next call. Pomodoro app helps you stay focused with timed work sessions and breaks. VPNs are a must for protecting your data, assessing geo-restricted connect, and staying secure on public networks. These tools help nomads stay safe, efficient, and in control of their digital environment. The digital nomad lifestyle might seem spontaneous and free spirited, but behind it is a well oiled machine of tools and tech. These apps and platforms allow remote workers to communicate clearly, manage tasks effectively, handle global finances, find places to live, and stay productive no matter where they are. In short, these are the tools that turn freedom into functionality. Next comes is the digital nomad visas. As more people embrace location independence, governments around the world are adapting to this new reality. And one of the most significant developments is the rise of special visa programs designed specifically for digital nomads. A digital nomad visa is a special permit that allows remote workers, freelancers, or online business owners to legally live and work in a foreign country for an extended period, usually between 6 to 24 months. Unlike tourist visas or traditional work permits, digital nomad visas are made for the remote first generation. They give you the legal right to earn an income abroad without taking a job from the local economy. These visas are a bridge between freedom and security. They give digital nomad legal status, removing the stress of overstaying or visa hopping. They allow for longer stays than most tourist visas, meaning deeper cultural experience and better quality of life. They also help clarify tax and legal obligations, offering more stability for remote professionals. And from a host country's perspective, they help boost tourism, local spending, and global talent inflow. It's a win-win for both sides. Common requirements to qualify for a digital nomad visa are proof of remote work or online business ownership, a minimum monthly income, usually ranging from $1,500 to $4,000. Valid health insurance for the duration of stay. A clean criminal record. A valid passport with sufficient remaining validity. Some countries also request bank statement, contracts, or proof of tax compliance. Some of the biggest benefits of digital nomad visas. Legal peace of mind. You can work without fear or overstaying or violating visa terms. Access to local services like banking, housing, and healthcare. Stability. You can settle in, focus on your work, and enjoy a balanced lifestyle. And most importantly, the chance to deeply explore and integrate into a new culture rather than just pass through. This is not just travel, it is intentional living. Of course, it's not all smooth sailing. Here are a few things to be aware of. The first one is the tax implications. You may owe taxes in your home country, your host country, or both. Consult a tax advisor before applying. The second one is visa renewals and expiration rules. Some are easy to extend, others are strictly one time. Another major thing is the local restriction. Certain type of work may be restricted or you may be limited from offering services locally. And lastly, your digital nomad status could impact future immigrations or residency applications. So keep records and stay informed. Digital nomad visas are a powerful tool for remote workers and who want freedom with structure. Some of the countries who are offering digital nomad visas with the following features. Then coming to the next one, the driving forces behind digital nomads and remote work. The rise of digital nomad and the boom in remote work didn't happen by accident. It's the result of multiple forces converging: technological, economic, cultural, and personal. Let's take a closer look at the 8 key driving forces behind this global movement. Let's start with the most obvious enabler, technology. Thanks to high-speed internet, 5G, and satellite connections, you can now work from a mountain cabin or a beachside cafe just as easily as you would from an office. Tools like Zoom, Slack, and Trello make remote collaborations not just possible but productive. And with cloud computing, your entire office can fit in your backpack. The second one is changing attitude towards work. Work is no longer about clocking in. It's about what you contribute. Companies are shifting from valuing time spent at a desk to valuing results and impact. And workers are demanding more flexibility, work life balance, and a life that doesn't revolve around burnout. The traditional 9 to 5 model just doesn't fit the modern lifestyle anymore. Then the third one is globalization and economic opportunities. Remote work has unlocked the global job market. Companies can now hire the best talent worldwide. No visas, no relocations, and no office expenses. And individuals are using this freedom to move to affordable, high quality destinations where their money goes further and their lives feel fuller. Adding the freelance and gig economy, and you have got a world of income opportunities at your fingertips. Then the fourth one, COVID-19 pandemic acceleration. Of course, we can't ignore the pandemic's role. In 2020, companies everywhere were forced to adapt remote work overnight. And guess what? It worked. The pandemic didn't just prove remote work was possible. It provided it could be effective, sustainable, and even preferred. Today, both employees and employers are far more open to flexible work than ever before. Then the fifth one is desire for freedom and adventure. It's not all business. Lifestyle plays a huge part too. Many digital nomads choose this path because they want to see the world, immerse in new cultures, and break free from routine. They reject the idea that life happens only on weekends and vacations. They are building a life where work funds adventure and adventure fuels growth. The sixth one is cost of living and financial incentives. Why life in a high cost city when you can work remotely from a beautiful, affordable location? Many nomads earn in strong currencies and live in lower cost countries, multiplying their financial freedom. Add to that the rise of tax incentives and nomad visas, and you have got a very appealing equations. Remote work also means no commuting, fewer daily expenses, and more money for what truly matters. The seventh one, supportive infrastructure development. The world is catching up with this movement. Co-working spaces are popping up in every major nomad destination. Countries are offering digital nomad visas. And online platforms like Nomadlist and global communities offer networking, support, and collaboration. This infrastructure makes the lifestyle more accessible, sustainable, and connected than ever before. Lastly, we can't ignore the bigger picture. Environmental and social trends. Remote work reduces our carbon footprint by cutting down on commutes and office energy use. It aligns with sustainable living, decentralized workforce, and a values driven culture where people want flexibility, purpose, and impact. The rise of digital nomads and remote work is not a passing phase. It's a movement backed by powerful technology, evolving work culture, global opportunity, and a deeply human desire for freedom, connection, and meaningful living. This is not just about how we work, it's about how we live. Next one is workforce behavioral shift. The workforce of today no longer fits neatly into the mold of the past. The expectations, motivations, and structures that define the 20th century workplace are being replaced by new patterns, new mindset, and new models. Let's take a moment to compare the old model of work with the new model emerging today. The first one is from 9 to 5, office based to asynchronous, location flexible. In the past, productivity was measured by presence. Be at your desk, be on time, be visible. But now, in a remote and global workforce, productivity is measured by output, not by hours. The new norm is asynchronous work. People collaborating across time zones without being online at the same time. And its location flexible. Your office could be your home, a cafe or co-working space in another country. From career stability and vertical growth to skill fluidity and lateral mobility. The old career path was linear: climb the ladder, stay loyal, re- retire with a pension. Today's workers are multi skilled, mobile, and adaptive. They are less interested in tiles and more focused on skills, impact, and personal development. Lateral movement across roles, industries, and geographies is just as valuable as vertical promotion. This is the age of the portfolio career, where people gather experience like assets, not just positions. The third one, from local job markets to global talent pools and opportunities. In the old model, you worked where you lived. Your job markets was limited to your zip code. Now, the job market is borderless. Companies are tapping into global talent, and professionals are finding remote opportunities from anywhere. This shift creates both diversity and competition, as workers and companies now operate on a truly international stage. Last one, from hierarchical structures to agile, project based collaboration. In the traditional workplace, decision making flowed from the top down. Clear chains of commands, long approval process, fixed roles, and so on. Today, organizations are moving towards agility. Teams forms and disband around projects, not for positions. Leadership is often distributed, and collaborations is fluid and dynamic. It's not about climbing the organizational chart. It's about creating value across networks. Now let's see the opportunities and benefits in the remote work revolution. Let's flip the lens and look at the opportunities and benefits for both workers and employers. In this new era of location independent work, this is not just a change in where we work, it is a transformation in how we work, live, and succeed. For workers, it is a new level of freedom and flexibility. So let's begin with the individual, the remote worker, the freelancer, the digital nomad. This shifts opens up a powerful set of opportunities. The first one is the location independence. Work is no longer tied to a desk or even a country, whether it's a house, that's a home office, a co-working space. In some countries, for example, a beachside or a cafe, you choose where you work best. The second one is flexible work hours. Many remote jobs now offer asynchronous schedules, allowing workers to align tasks with their peak productivity. not with a rigid 9 to 5 clock. This is not just convenient. It leads to better focus, creativity, and results. Then the third one is the cost efficiency. Living in a lower cost city while earning a strong currency income means more savings, more freedom, and better quality of life. There is also less spending on commuting, office wardrobes, and daily meals out. Fourth one is improved work-life balance. With the right structure, remote work enables more time with family, personal development, and mental health recovery. Things many overlooked in the office era. Then the fifth one, access to global opportunities. Workers are no longer limited to geography. You can freelance for a company in Berlin, consult for a startup in Cape Town, and take a course from MIT, all in the same week. The world is your workplace. Now let's shift to the organizational perspectives for employers. The companies that embrace remote work don't just stay relevant, they gain a competitive edge. Access to global talent pools. First one. Instead of hiring from one city, you can now recruit top tier professionals from across continents. This means greater diversity, better skills, and innovative thinking. The second one is cost saving. Remote first business reduce overhead. No need for large workspace. Lower operational expenses. And often more cost-effective hires across global market. It's leaner and smarter. It's leaner and smarter. Third one, increased productivity. Numerous studies have shown that remote workers are more productive than their in-office counterparts, especially when given autonomy and trust. Less commuting, fewer distractions, more output. Fourth one is the 24/7 global coverage. A distributed team means you can offer around-the-clock support. While one team sleeps, another is working, giving your business a continuous pulse in a global marketplace. Last one, employee satisfaction and retention. When people feel trusted, supported, and free to work in ways that suit their lives, they stay. Remote flexibility is now a top factor in employee retention and a major attraction for new talent. Challenges in the digital nomad and remote work era. While the digital nomad and remote work lifestyle offers freedom, flexibility, and global opportunity, it is important we also talk about the other side of the coin, the challenges. Real complex and sometimes unexpected that comes with this way of working. So today I want to highlight the three major categories of challenges that remote workers, digital nomads, and even employers must face and ideally be prepared to overcome. The first one is legal challenges. Let's start with the one of the trickiest aspects, the law. Okay, here the first one is visa and work permit issues. Many digital nomads operate in a legal gray area. Tourist visas doesn't always allow remote work, and not every country has a clear digital nomad visa. This creates confusion, risk, and potential legal penalties. The second one is the tax complications. Working across borders raises major questions. Where do you pay taxes? What are the rules on double taxation? Lack of international clarity often leads to unintentional non compliance or financial stress. And the third one is the employment law gaps. Remote workers may not be protected by local labor laws, especially in gig and freelance models. This creates uncertainty around benefits, rights, and dispute resolution. In short, the law hasn't fully caught up with the lifestyle. The second one is the emotional and psychological challenges. Next, let's talk about the human side, mental health, relationship, and personal stability. Loneliness and isolation. When you are always on the move, it is harder to build lasting friendship, community, or support system. Over time, that social disconnection can lead to anxiety or depression. The second one is the work life balance. When your office is also your home, or hotel room, or a van, it becomes difficult to switch off. Many remote workers struggle with working too much, not too little. The third one is the burnout and overworking. The pressure to prove productivity, especially when working remotely, can lead to chronic stress and burnout. Without proper routines and boundaries, even paradise can feel like a pressure cooker. Then the third main challenge is the logistical challenges. Logistical challenges. Finally, the everyday practical obstacles, what I call remote life friction. Under this, the first one is time zone coordination. Working with global teams often means odd hours, missed meetings, or fatigue from 3 a.m. calls. Time zones may be digital, but they are still very real. The second one, internet and tech reliability. Fast Wi-Fi is not always guaranteed, especially in rural areas or developing regions. A dropped call or poor signal can mean lost opportunities or damaged credibility. Third one, housing and workspace instability. Frequent moves can lead to unstable living conditions and a lack of comfortable, consistent work environments. Cafes are not offices. Hostels are not homes. The next one is banking and payment issues. Accessing funds internationally, dealing with currency conversations, or simply receiving payments can be complicated, especially for freelancers in underbanked regions. Remote work and digital nomadism offer incredible freedom, but they also require legal clarity, emotional resilience, smart logistics, and planning. This lifestyle is not just a dream, it's a discipline, and one that demands both preparation and self awareness. By openly acknowledging these challenges, we don't weaken the movement, we strengthen it. Let's build a future of work that's not just free, but also fair, sustainable, and human centered. Next, let's see the impact on business strategy and organizational culture. We have seen the rise of remote work and digital nomadism transfers the way individuals live and work. But what about organizations? What about leadership, culture, and long-term business? The truth is this: remote work is not just a trend, it's reshaping the fundamentals of how business operate. Let's explore the key areas where this shift is making a lasting impact. Strategic shifts in business models. Under this, the first one is talent acquisition and workforce planning. Organizations are no longer limited by geography. The rise of remote work allows access to global talent pools, making hiring more diverse, inclusive, and competitive. But this also means workforce planning must account for different time zones, cultural differences, international legal compliance. Cost optimization is the second one. Remote first model reduce office space expenses, relocation cost, infrastructure overhead, Many companies are reallocating savings into tech upgrades. They are conducting wellness programs and global recruitment. The third one is the innovation and agility. Distributed teams are often more agile, drawing ideas from across geographies and time zones. Workflows become project based and innovations become continuous, non location independent. The second one is organizational culture transformation. From presence to performance culture. The old model valued showing up. The new model values what gets done, not where or when it happens. This shift towards outcomes over hours demand new KPIs, clearer expectations, and stronger accountability. The second one is culture building becomes intentional. Without water coolers or office parties, culture doesn't build itself anymore. Companies must deliberately foster connection, inclusion, and shared values through virtual onboarding, remote team rituals, and internal community platforms. The third one is inclusion and diversity. Remote work removes many barriers to employment, especially for parents and caregivers, people with disabilities, workers in underserved regions. This shift enhances diversity, improves equity, and opens doors like never before. The fourth one, well-defined and mental health. Forward-thinking organizations are recognizing the need for mental health support, flexible schedules, digital wellness policies, because productivity is sustainable only when people are well. Then the third one, leadership and management adjustments. The first one here is remote ready leadership. Leaders must evolve from managing time to enabling outcomes. They must trust without micromanaging, communicate clearly, and often lead across cultures and time zones. Learning and development, second one. Remote work doesn't pause growth, it transforms it. Training becomes virtual, accessible, and personalized. Upskilling and continuous learning are now expected. It's not optional. The fourth one, risk and mitigation strategies. Every opportunity brings new risk. Here, security breaches will arise because of remote access. Compliance gaps across countries. Burnout from blurred boundaries. Cultural disconnect in distributed teams. To mitigate these business needs, strong cybersecurity protocols, clear remote work policies, mental health resources, intentional team building strategies are very much needed. The fifth one, long-term strategies outlook. So what does the future look like? Hybrid models. Hybrid models will dominate, offering choice and balance. Flexibility will be top demand for talent and a competitive edge for companies. Digital infrastructure will be the foundation of every scalable business. The winners in this new landscape won't be those who resist the change, but those who redesign their strategies, culture, and leadership to embrace it. Next one, the risk and mitigation strategies in remote work and digital nomadism. While the shift towards remote work and digital nomadism presents exciting opportunities, it also introduces new categories of risk, some visible, others subtle. To build subtle To build sustainable, scalable, and safe remote work environments, we must not only identify these risks, but actively plan how to mitigate them. The first one, legal and compliance risk. Remote work often spans countries and jurisdictions. This creates uncertainty around related to labor laws, tax obligations, right to work, visa status, cross-border data privacy. So here we have to take the mitigation strategies like work with international legal counsel or use global HR platform. Create clear employment contracts. Regularly update data protection policies and ensure encrypted file sharing. The second one is cybersecurity threats. Distributed workforce increase exposure to phishing attacks, insecure public networks, device theft, weak password practices. So we have to adopt the mitigation strategies like use VPNs, two-factor authentications, and endpoint security software. Also, conduct cybersecurity training for all employees. Require strong device management policies and regular security audits. Third one is burnout and mental health risk. Remote workers can struggle with overworking, isolation, blurred work-life boundaries, and this will result in productivity dips, turnover, and long-term well-being challenges. In order to overcome this, we have to follow the mitigation strategies like encourage flexible hours and mental health days, provide access to mental health support, promote a culture of offline. Then the fourth one is time zone and communication challenges. Working across time zones can create delays in collaboration, misalignment, uneven workloads. And we have to follow the mitigation strategies like implementing asynchronous workflows using tools like Notion, Loom, and Trello. Use shared calendars with clear time zone visibility. Create a core overlap window when real-time meetings are necessary. And the fifth one here is instability in housing, internet, or workspace. Especially for digital nomads, the challenges include unstable Wi Fi, lack of ergonomic setups, frequent moves, disturbing productivity. And the suggested mitigation strategies are offer remote work stipends for co-working spaces or quality gear. Maintain a list of approved digital nomad hubs with strong infrastructure. Use Wi-Fi fallbacks, tools like mobile hotspot or travel routers. And the sixth risk is team cohesion and culture erosion. Without in-person interactions, companies risk low engagement, weakened team bonds, loss of shared culture. And the suggested mitigation strategies are host regular virtual team building sessions and offsites in person or in remote. Onboard new employees with culture focused rituals. Recognize wins and birthdays publicly through Slack, Zoom, or other team tools. Next, let's see the future hybrid work and global citizenship. We stand at the pivotal moment in the evolution of work, one where technology, globalization, and human values intersect to redefine how and where we work and how we see ourselves in the world. Hybrid work as the new norm. We have moved past the extremes of everyone in the office or everyone remote. Today's leading organizations are designing flexible models where choice, balance, and autonomy are central. Offices are becoming collaboration hubs, not mandatory 9 to 5 space. Remote days are focused on deep work and flexibility, and hybrid teams are built with intentional communication and inclusive policies. Hybrid work is not a compromise, it's an evolution, one that acknowledges different work styles, life stages, and global realities. Global citizenship is a connected world. Alongside this shift in work, we are witnessing a change in identity. As people move freely, they work from anywhere and collaborate across borders, many are embracing the idea of global citizenship. We are no longer defined just by our nationality or city, but by our network, value, and impact across borders. Remote professionalism now live in multiple countries, adapt a varied cultures, and often contribute to local and global communities. This lifestyle builds not only skills, but empathy, adaptability, and cultural fluency. In this world, the strongest professionals and organizations will be those who think globally, act ethically, and lead inclusively. Of course, the future is not without challenges. Equity in access to hybrid and remote work must be addressed so that it doesn't become a privilege of the few. Cybersecurity taxations and labor laws must catch up to global mobility. and we must stay vigilant against the isolation, burnout, and fragmentation that can come with a decentralized workforce. Solving these challenges will require collaborations between governments, companies, and individuals, and a shared commitment to getting it right. A vision for the future. Here is a vision: a world where work is flexible by default and productivity is measured by results and not by location. A workforce that is inclusive, global, and diverse, with talent flowing across borders and cultures. A society where we prioritize well being, lifelong learning, and sustainability, and not just profit. The future is hybrid, the future is global, and the future belongs to those who can adapt, connect, and lead with purpose. Thank you.
Yeah, hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you for your presentation. And for all participants, if you have any question for the speaker, please add them to the chat or you can raise your hand. Yeah, we have some questions, sure. Ma'am, from participant already read in the Zoom chat.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
The first one is, does the rise of digital nomadism represent true work freedom, or is it simply a rebranding of overwork in the new location? Yes, this digital nomadism will represent a true work freedom. People can spend their time as they wish. Earlier, it was a 9 to 5 office time, but now it's not like that. People can enjoy their life even with their family. The majority of the people are taking their family along with them. Okay, and while earning, they are enjoying the life. Another question is, are digital nomads contributing to local economies, or they are driving up living costs and displacing local communities? It's just like all NRIs only. The digital nomads contribute to the local economies. Sure. Then the third one is, how can companies maintain strong organizational culture when teams are fully remote and globally dispersed? Yes, this is one of the main problem. We can say this as a problem as well as it's an opportunity. When we are going with a digital nomadism, by that time, actually we don't require a physical office. We have to pull the people globally. They will work wherever they are. So we don't need an office. Whereas in order to cultivate an organization culture, they have to trust each other. Trust is the main thing here. Another one is they need the technology. So, and even if the company want to share, they have to build their culture based on the technology as well as the trust, purely based on trust. I hope I have answered all your questions.
Yeah, okay, I guess no one else asking again, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, before I close this event, for all participants, please open your camera. I will take a picture on the count of three for documentation. Okay, one, two, three. Okay, another one. One, two, three. Thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. Finally, we come to the end of visiting lecture today. We would like to thank you for our speaker for the wonderful information and sharing your knowledge. We hope this information will be beneficial for all participants. At least we have to have more collaboration in the future. The visiting lecture for today and here. We hope to see you soon. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you so much, ma'am.